Classic Hits 94.1 KQK 1234 with, okay, here we go. George Klein, Tom Kent, Stephen Karen, Willie B, and the engineering staff.
Unbelievable!
You can fit all these egos in one room? I
Barely fit in here, Tom.
94.1 KQK.
Take it away, George. Ramp
got
that
it.
baby up.
All right, we're rocking, we're rolling. Oh, let me hear it. Crank it up, baby. I love it.
Come on, George. Rare
Thanks to-
Earth. Get
thanks to you
ready.
guys.
1970.
All right. Hey guys, I work across the hall here, and it's fun to be here at KQK on your birthday. You see, I'm a Libra also. My birthday was October 8th, so we're well balanced over here, Steve.
Happy birthday,
Ladies and gentlemen, George Klein's birthday, our birthday, and it's a birthday celebration here in the studio.
Rock and roll, classic
Yeah, baby.
hits.
There you go.
94.1, George Klein, KQK, the G-Cut, in your speaker.
Can I ask George a couple of questions?
Please do. Can I just do 2 station business things, and then I'm going to do a throw to you.
Okay.
Got my book coming out, Tom.
Yeah, when's that coming out?
You know, Karen Perrin is my little sister.
January 5th.
Classic Hits 94.1 KQK. It's the Better Be Their Birthday Bash. And we're celebrating our first anniversary thanks this hour, commercial-free, from Conway Services, our first-year sponsor, Conway Services.
Conway.
And a shout-out to Lisa's Lunchbox. listening
Lisa's
in East
Lunchbox
Memphis
has
right
been
now.
with us since the beginning. Thank you, Lisa's Lunchbox.
Tom Kent is here from our night show.
Hello.
And one of my favorite things is to sit with my lady at night. And
Oh, that's so sweet.
I've called Tom many a night, and my wife will say, "Hey, give me a little KQK, baby." And of course, we're sitting around having a glass of wine, and there's TK in the coming out of the speaker, and sounded better than ever, and it's fun to listen to.
You tell her I said I love her from the heart of my body.
I will
Hey,
indeed.
can I just ask a couple of questions?
Yes,
Because
please.
George Klein is a guy that I've always admired and I've been enamored with, and I'm going to take these headphones off.
Okay.
Because I don't like the way this sounds. Anyway, here's my question, George.
Okay.
I know you got a book coming out, but
Yeah.
and I want to talk about that, but I've only been to Graceland a couple of times, you know, through the regular tour and that kind of thing.
Okay.
I have been so fascinated with what you can't see. It's kind of like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in
okay.
Cleveland. There's part of that you can't see where they
Right.
keep all the stuff they don't display.
Right.
And the part of Graceland that you can't see is the entire upstairs.
Second floor, yeah.
Yeah. So do they have any plans at all of opening that up? Is there any way I can get up there? Is there? Tell me. Well, okay.
you know,
okay.
my wife was
If
a
the
tour
answer
guide
is
at Graceland, by the way.
what?
My wife was a Graceland tour guide.
Really?
Yes.
Did
for-
she ever
for
go up
3
there?
years. No, none of the tour guides. This is before they had the automated tours that they have now with
Right.
the headphones. Not even the tour guides could go up there.
But
Off
can you
limits.
imagine if they opened that up, all these people would want to come back, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I agree with you totally, Tom. I have said that, but here, what I think is, I can tell you exactly what's up there because nothing.
Yeah,
has
I
been
want to know
changed.
what's up there. What
Well,
can you?
as you
Oh,
come
there we
up
go.
the
That's a good idea.
stairs, as you come up the stairs, the first thing you would run into would be Elvis's bedroom. But what he did a cool thing. He had just a regular door in his bedroom, and then he put one of those little hallway doors, type thing, so that when they would bring his food up, if he wasn't dressed or whatever, or if he had someone in his room he didn't know that wasn't dressed to receive the food,
Happen occasionally.
then
What a joint.
they would set the food down in the little foyer there by his bedroom and shut the door. Then he would open his door and get the food. But beyond that, there's about a king-size bed, the largest bed I've ever seen. It was super king. It was special made for him. Had to have special linens and all of that. And then,
Was it mirrored? The room?
no, not that many mirrors. No.
You know how you get
Yeah.
kind of a
No.
mental
Image.
picture
Wasn't that
of
many mirrors. No, it wasn't. The room was dark blue because he slept all day. The drapes were dark blue. But what was cool, in the ceiling, he had 2 televisions mounted in the ceiling. So when he and Priscilla were laying in bed, they both had remotes, and she could watch one with their phones, he could watch
Oh
another
my
one.
goodness.
That's great.
It was in the ceiling. It was kind of cool. It was slanted, you know, so you could watch them. And then at the foot of the bed was, at that time, the largest TV you could buy. I don't know what it was, a 32-inch or 40-inch, whatever it was at the foot of the bed. So he had 3 televisions in the room. And then on his side of the bed, let me see, he slept on the right-hand side, as I recall. and there was that gold telephone that the telephone company gave him, and it was a gold-plated phone. It was really 14-karat gold-plated phone. Real deal. And only 3 people had that phone number. And Elvis gave it to
Did
his.
you have it?
No, I didn't have it.
Really?
I didn't have the phone number. The girl he was dating at the time would have the number, his father would have the number, and Colonel Parker would have the number. And that was the only 3 people. And it's in my book, you'll read about it. Cute. That phone got me in much trouble because Elvis was going with Linda Thompson at the time, and they were about to break up, and there was a girl at Ole Miss named Tori Petty. Steve, you remember Tori Petty, Miss Ole Miss?
Yes.
Okay, she wanted to date Elvis. I set up, long story short, we set it up. She comes up, she dates Elvis. She's on the back of a motorcycle. There's a picture of her on the back of a bike riding with Elvis. But anyway, Tori comes up from Ole Miss, dates Elvis a couple of 3 or 4 nights. He makes a mistake.
Quick courting
and he
there.
gave her the phone number. He made a mistake, Tom. He gave her the phone number.
Oh.
And so Linda comes back. And then Linda's there, Tori's back at Ole Miss, and the phone rings, and Linda picks up the phone. And she starts talking. Of course, Tori says, "Can I speak with Elvis?" And of course, Linda says, "Well, who is this?" And she says, "Well, it's Tori Petty." And they got into a little discussion.
Didn't Elvis explain to Tori Petty the importance?
Hi,
Here's what happened. He
Number.
blamed it on me. He blamed it on me.
Of course.
So then I come up to the house that night at Graceland. He said, "We got a problem." I said, "Well," he explains to me what happened. I said, "What did I do?" He said, "Well, it's your fault." I said, "My fault? Why?" He said, "Well, you got to go along with it." I said, "Okay." So he said, I gave her the phone number. She called. So that night, Elvis had just bought Linda a home down there near Whitehaven. And there's a welcome party and all that jazz. And I'm down there. She pulls me into a red room and shuts the door. She blesses me out. "Why did you set Elvis up with Tori Petty? Why did you give her the phone number?" And all this? So I just sat there. So
Unbelievable.
I just sat there and listened. I said, "Look, Linda," I said, "he's my dearest friend. He asked me to set him up with this lady, and I did it. It's that simple. You know, I would almost do anything in the world for what he's done for me." So she just kind of turned and walked off. Well, that night I went to Elvis. I said, "Man, why did you do that, Elvis? You set me up." He said, "You think I was going to take the blame, man?"
Well, George, that's all right, you know? Really, that's
Yeah.
all right. Let's play it. You talk it up, buddy.
All right. Rock and roll. Oh, man, let's go back to Sun Records 706 Union, the Jinker in your speaker.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.